What's up, everybody? Well, today we will be talking about 3 of the 6 branches of the United States military. So you want to start off?
Yeah, this is the first episode. We will have a second, so check it out soon after we're done with this one.
Okay, so you want to start out with this?
Alright,
So the first one we're going to be talking about is the Air Force. He'll explain some facts about the Air Force.
Just a little fact. So, the Air Force has over 300,000 in active service in the Air Force, and it used to be a part of the Army during, World War II times. And
yeah. Anyway, what do you...
training...
Yeah. How do you feel about the Air Force?
I don't know. It might be somewhat
It's useful.
easy.
It's useful for now, but, as we get the Space Force and the Space Force starts, opening up, which we will be talking about in episode 2, once that kind of opens up and there's more and more people going to the Space Force rather than the Air Force, because Space Force's training is easier and stuff, and they don't feel like doing work because they're all fudging lazy bums.
No, they say couch potato.
Yeah, that's what we like to call them.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Air Force is very much needed, and the Air Force helps with the Army, and there's some people that can do in the Army. They can be in the Army, and they'll still fly stuff, but they won't fly full time in the Air Force, where it's you're flying almost 24/7.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 24/7. You
but
would have
quite a bit
limits.
Yeah, you fly.
You can't fly the whole day. You have to have refuelings.
Yeah, you have to stop back at if you're on water, then you have to stop back at the what are those called? Just the ship.
Islands.
The little island ships.
Aircraft carriers.
Yeah, aircraft
USS
carriers.
George. I don't know
You
what
have
the
to
name is.
You have to land on the aircraft carrier, and that can be really hard to do. And I bet you one of the fucking things you... One thing that you probably didn't know about the Air Force is that when you do what when you're trying to get out back onto the aircraft carrier, they freaking max out the speed to get to the they're
no.
So because they have to get hooked onto the thing.
Yeah, you pull your thing down, and then there's resting ropes or something. I don't know what it's called, and then they stop you.
Yeah, but you have to full freaking force it when you're on the thing. So that if you miss the ropes, you have to full force it, so that you'll just be able to take off again.
Oh, that's why they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why.
That's why they go they're flying, and then they go
okay.
max speed on there. And then if they stop, they stop, and if they don't, they're able to just take right back off.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if the line gets caught on the thing, but they don't stop, but they keep flying. Just one of the lines, not all 3.
That would be weird. They would probably just snap the line.
Oh yeah, they snapped the line. They need the whole crew off deck because those lines are dangerous. They made a captain lost his leg.
Yeah, those lines are they're heavy lines. They're not joking around when it comes to stopping an airplane.
Yeah, they don't want to waste money.
Even though they have probably the most out of all the branches.
Yeah, so I heard if you crash an aircraft, they have to find out if it's the pilot's fault or is there a technical difficulty issue.
Yeah, because sometimes
if it's the pilot's fault, there will be punishments, very severe punishments.
And if it's the aircraft's fault, then I think
you're let off.
Yeah, you're kind of let off the hook, but
if you have the punishments, the best thing to do was retire.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to do all that crap.
Yeah, if you crash an airplane, you're just retiring immediately, pretty much.
Yeah, retire, or if you know it was a technical issue,
difficulty,
and
tell
you
them
them
and convince them. Spend every single freaking night up, convince them.
Pilots, you can drink water while you're upside down.
Yeah,
it's so confusing.
Yeah, because gravity shouldn't work like that, but it's yes, gravity I do.
It's crazy. Okay, so you wanna.
You want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, you want to read?
Okay, I'll read this one. Okay, did you know that the U.S. Navy... So this one, we're going to be talking about the U.S. Navy. The U.S. Navy formed twice, and 6 presidents have served in the U.S. Navy. During World War II, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, George H.W. Bush, and those were all the people that served in the U.S. Navy.
Presidents?
all the presidents, not all the people, but all the presidents that have served
If
in.
they were just people, then you wouldn't really put them
Care.
in. Yeah.
Whoa.
So, I'd say this training, it's like the same thing
Yeah.
as Air Force, but
It's very needed, but like, I feel like Marines are kind of like.
no, we're not, we'll get to the Marines on the second episode. We
Yeah, the
don't have to
Marines will
talk
be
to
in the
them.
second episode, but I feel
They're
like
the last
Marines.
ones.
Yeah, Marines take a bunch of time to like, because they're pretty much just amphibious. And if you don't know what that means, it's like, that's let's say like it's land and water, I think, and they do air sometimes, but that's on a rare occasion.
No, like they use like battleships that they don't have anymore. The destroyers are the only things they have right now, but they use what is it? Yeah, they use aircraft. That's why the aircraft carriers are so important. I don't know why. It's kind of important for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what would they have to go through for training?
So
What do
for
you
the
think?
Navy, it's pretty much just like a bigger version of what the Marines do, but we're not talking about the Marines yet. So for like the Navy, they will be like going around and they'll be like they have to like go into these pools, and sometimes for the Navy, they're like taking
Hold
like.
on. Yeah, that one where you like jump into the water and you
Yeah,
have to
from, like,
save
a-
that one professional.
Yeah, you have to save a professional
kick.
diver, and they're professionally like they dive, but they also like they say like someone fell overboard on your boat. Super dangerous. Don't do it even jokingly. Do not like jump overboard. Cause I remember seeing this one video, and it's like the reason the Navy doesn't jump in the water from like their deck on their aircraft carriers
Belly flop.
is because so many people kept on like getting injured because they weren't jumping right.
So, like,
Yeah.
like that. What I said, belly flop.
Yeah, or people will jump stupidly,
Yeah,
or
maybe like with the belly flop, your stomach like
It's just-
pushes
yeah.
into your spine.
you're done. Yeah, if you belly flop, you're freaking done.
Yeah, you're drowning.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you land on your belly from that high up, that's like 30 feet from most of the time from the water to the thing, unless the boat is overloaded.
Yeah. So.
Alrighty, next up we have the Army.
Okay, so the Army was the last branch to have an official song, and there are only five-star generals in the U.S. Army.
That's
Makes
crazy.
sense. There's only 5, and there's only 5 stars.
There's only enough for.
Oh, I thought of
There's
that.
only room in here for the two of us. Or wait,
There are 5 of them.
there's not enough room in here for the 6 of us.
There's 5 of them.
No, the 6th one.
Oh,
There's
a-
not enough room in here for the 6 of us. Everyone gang up on Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you think about their training? I feel like their training has got to
Yeah.
be one of the hardest.
One of the hard, like you get to. I don't know what it is, but do you like choose just like what you want to do?
Yeah, you have to choose, like, your... Like, I feel like, I don't know what it's called, but, like, you have to go through MEPS and you choose what you want to do in the Army. Because, like, you can be, like, a soldier, which is, like, an infantryman or some other stuff. Or you can go through MEPS and you can choose, like... Sometimes there's, like... I forget what they're called. Well, there's some other ones that you can do. Do you... Help me out here.
Yeah. So I heard there's one for the snipers.
Yeah, but those things are really hard to
No,
get.
it is really hard because I thought I saw that you have to be in a stable position, like just
Yeah.
laying down with your gun, and they'll fire a shot like right next
Yeah,
to
and
the
you
soldier.
can't blink. You can,
You
you
can't-
can blink, but you can't move at all. Like they'll fire a shot. Like
If you
let's
move-
say you guys can't see
if
me,
you
but
flinch-
if you're like laying down on the ground and
yeah, if you like
the
Yeah.
drill instructor, sorry about that, I didn't mean to steal your fire,
yeah, so
but I've
he-
seen videos of it.
Yeah, so they lay down and then like they shoot next to them. If you flinch, you have to go back and like
'cause-
sit down on a bench.
Mhm.
And then
'Cause if
the other
you're-
ones have to line up their shot, and then
They
like they put something in front of them, and then the snipers fire, and then
Yeah,
if
and
they
then
hit it,
yeah,
they
if they hit,
pass.
yeah. I've seen the videos of those too.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, the craziest thing in my eyes is how still snipers have to stay. Cause like, if I'm the enemy, and I just see I see a moving bush, and it's not windy out. Boom.
You're
gone.
stomping on it, and you're going to knife that thing to death.
Like freaking Call of Duty, just shing shing shing.
Yeah, you're gonna do takedown. Yeah. So
Anyway, so back to the training. So like, the army. Oh shoot! I just had a big yawn.
Marines? What about like the army tank training? You
That's
have
crazy,
to learn
'cause,
to
like, you have to-
train your bladder. Because there's no
Yeah, there's no toilets in
there's
there.
no toilets in a tank. You have to use a bottle.
Yeah. And you have to hold your
Stinkiest-
freaking thing.
Yeah, I
you have
heard
to
that
hold it for so long.
The
I feel like it'd be even harder for women because like,
I'd say the loader is the dirtiest person in the.
yeah, because like
Yeah.
those bullets are definitely not clean, and
Yeah, you're like getting stinky, like having to pick it up, your sweat's coming out, and you just
yeah,
kinda
and those
load it
tank
in.
rounds are not light. They're not like, see, normal bullets are kind of like,
Like that easy
where-
job would be the commander just telling people what to do.
yeah, like where to shoot and stuff. Well, actually, that's not even.
And you have to wear headphones like all the time because that thing is so loud on
Yeah.
the inside, like.
Yeah, because like
that.
there's a bunch of
It's
stuff,
kind of a lot.
and you have to listen. You have to wear headphones so you can only talk to. It's kind of like if you're in a helicopter and you're wearing headphones. You
Yeah.
can't talk to other people because it's so dang loud.
Yeah. So. Yeah. What else should we talk about that's on this topic?
So like,
Like-
the army, I feel like their normal training is pretty much really hard, because well, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And they usually like, so for MEPs on army, I've watched this MEP video, and Nico Ortiz, freaking amazing dude. That's where
Yeah.
I learned most of my stuff about MEPs.
Yeah.
Go check him out. Watch his Brutally Honest podcast and stuff. But, he really made, like, my... Jeez, I'm staring into, like, nothing. Liam's looking over there where I'm looking.
Okay.
But anyway, for MEPS, like, he said that it was just really crappy. And it was just a bunch of stuff that you just have to go do.
Yeah.
You have to go pretty much to this big building and walk around and to fill out a bunch of paperwork.
Get on the ground.
What are you saying?
I thought you meant preaching for a
No.
second.
I said MEPS.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, MEPS is like when you get your recruiter, and then once you meet your recruiter, you're like, okay, you're here. Oh, and then once you get a basic training, you have a 3-second phone call. You're like, you can call. You have 3 tries to call someone. You don't get 3
Oh,
tries
no,
to.
that's
You
like
don't get
Marines. That's not Army.
army. You still have to call someone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in every single branch, you have to call someone
probably
and tell
different.
them. Yeah, it's different for everyone, but for army, it's
Please
like
do not send any food or water.
yeah, do not send me any packages.
I've made it.
Yeah, it's like, here's what you have to say. You're pretty much like, you have to follow this
Talk
script.
to you soon.
It's like, I am alive. I am all in one piece.
I have made it.
Do
in
not
one
send.
piece.
I've made it
Please do not
to
send
so
any.
and so camp, so and so, base, like Fort Hood, and I am alive. Do not send any food or water or any packages to me. I am alive. Goodbye. And
If
you,
your caller's not answering, you have 3 tries.
yeah, maybe a little bit
And then
different for the
if
army.
the
but-
caller is not answering, hang up the phone and continue.
Yeah, if the caller's not answering, hang up the phone, and you have to go and go to either your barracks or for basic training. It's usually not barracks. Usually it's just like one big room where everyone stays in
Yeah.
for
I
basic.
see.
But like the normal people on the base, like Fort Hood, like let's say, so there's the basic training room where all the basic trainees go in, and then they have like the barracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the barracks for like the actual soldiers.
I remember. It's very kind of scary, but oh wait, no, it was Marines. Never mind. They may do the same thing too, like the army. They crawl under the barbed wire.
Yeah, and there's like
And then,
bullets
like,
shooting over your head.
There's like bullets shooting over your head and like explosions that are like fake. Around
yeah, fake
you.
explosions, but they're going on around you and they feel real because when you're
Yeah, like there's dust flying at you. It's like it's just air going into the darn like yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. But then also a lot of people that like have been in the army have to go through what I freaking love. So they have to go through this javelin thing and they fight. And I was talking about this on the way here. But I was talking about this on the way here, and we were like going to talk about how they freaking. So they have these things, and they hold on to them. They're like big bars, and they have foam stuff like just padding, and one of the sides is red, and one of the sides is white, and then they have foam in the middle, or padding and stuff in the middle, and they run and they like smack the crap out of each other with them. But they're also wearing like body armor and stuff like boxers wear and stuff, but then they're also wearing their plate carrier sometimes, and they'll run at you like they're fighting with their knife.
They're like bayonets.
Yeah, they're
like,
bayonets, dude.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, and you're just like kablam. And I remember seeing this one video, and it was a factual video, and it was from Nico Ortiz. It was a little clip, and it's like this girl was going up against this guy, and the girl started running at him, and the guy did too. But the girl slowed down, and that's why she got beat. And the guy freaking jumped, and Superman punched her in the face with that thing, just like boom, and she like fell to the ground, and they like went over to her face, and she was all like super wonky.
Okay, so yeah.
Anyway, bye-bye, everybody. We'll come back to our next episode.
We'll come back with the next episode.
About...
This will have the Space Force, Coast Guard, and Marines.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Okay, so, yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
And bye.